Hello lovely people! Welcome to my crafty corner! Ooh, that sounds horrible. So this is very exciting. I've been scouring eBay for nearly a year and I've finally bought a cheap old kiln. Unfortunately it seems to be made of pure neutron matter. It is so heavy. I've been wanting to do more lost wax castings and also try some lost PLA castings for a very long time. I'm hoping this kiln will enable me to burn out wax and PLA cleanly from investment moulds, which will be amazing, as then I can cast things without worrying about draft, I hope. I've done one lost wax casting so far for the Opener's Open bottle opener, and I had to use my pizza oven to burn out the wax, which was a major hassle and expensive to light. So hopefully this kiln will be a perfect addition to the workshop. The lovely people I bought it from in Norwich, shout out to Portia and her dad, had never had it working, so there's no guarantee it works. There's also like a control box which okay, so the little switch is already snapped off. I think I'll probably have to take that apart. All the wires are kind of bitten through by mice and all the rest of it, so I'm going to have to make it reasonably safe before I start it. Did I mention it was heavy? Right, now I need to unload it. I might move the truck so that it's closer to the workshop. Here's a quick look inside. So that is the key. This was in a school apparently originally, so the key was probably to stop kids using it when they shouldn't be. This is the main live and neutral. It goes to this thing, kind of relay. Here's the thermostat controller. It's dirty and full of spider webs, but it looks like it should work. Each coil is wired in series by the look of it. Hopefully this is in its on position, this key, otherwise I'll have to just bypass it, but we'll see. I have got some paint. It might be nice to sort of change the wires and tart it up a little. Well, it's certainly well built. Okay, time to unload this beast. It's an Arterial Engineering Works kiln, model 1AS. Its internal dimensions are 12 inches by 12 inches for the floor, and it's 13 inches high. This thing is so heavy. It's a 15 amp kiln, so we'll need a decent electricity supply. And it has a max temperature of 1300 degrees C, which is awesome. Woo! There's the switch that I have to remove, this black rectangle. And it's rated for 240 volts as well, which that one won't be. Need to drill a hole in there. So that's that fixed. Quick rewiring of the perished wires. I'll give it a quick sand before some painting. That looks like a Piper Cub. So that's a spotter plane from World War II. But I don't know where the other one was. It could have been a Spitfire. I didn't really see its wings. Oh, that's better. Let's see how the exposure is. It's very bright. We're just going to have to deal with it. It's either going to look like I'm in a cave or I'm near the surface of the sun. So yeah, Lost PLA is going to be a really interesting thing to try out. Obviously, sand casting is amazing, but I always have to sort of design the thing I want to make around the idea of draft, and with Lost PLA that isn't a problem, or I hope it's not a problem. And the only thing that will kind of constrain the design is whether it can be printed. So yeah, really excited by that. I know Myford Boy does it with extreme ease. I mean, some of his things are just incredible. They look like they've come straight off a 3D printer, but they're in metal. Just unbelievable. Aluminium, I think he does mainly, and also Inside the Mind of Matt, another caster I'm subscribed to. He's done some amazing stuff. Big shout out to Inside the Mind of Matt and Myford Boy. Links are in the description. They are seriously brilliant and really know what they're doing. Check them out. Inside the Mind of Matt tends to use a sophisticated shell of investment around his patterns, whereas Myford Boy pours his investment into a container. This is actually how I did my octopus bottle opener, so I think I'll be doing mine that way as well. When I see Myford Boy do his Lost PLA castings, there's one where the thumbnail is a very simple aluminium. I'll put a link to it in the description below anyway. It's very good. But he has mentioned 600 degrees on his videos, so I'm going to try and get mine to 600 degrees, because if it's working for him, hopefully it'll work for me as well. Finally, it's time to see if this actually works. Feel anything? Oh, maybe it's the key. Maybe it's the key. Now we'll plug it in. Well, I don't know what that buzzing is, but there's power. Ah, we've got that's a woodpecker. Got mains power there. That's on. This load switch has just turned off. So bear in mind this is in the off position. Ah, right. So limit is obviously some sort of temperature thing, and at the moment it's on 0. So let's just pop that up to 100. See what's happening inside. I haven't turned this on yet. Let's try that. Ah, it's working. I can smell the element heating up. This is how hot the elements get, maybe. How ferocious. And this sets the temperature for the on-off. Yeah. But it'll let me go up to 4. Haven't blown the fuse yet. Do I take it to full? Go on, let's try it. Yeah? Full seems to work. I think I just blew the fuse. So I'll have to get some sort of 15 amp socket and then put a 15 amp plug on the end of this cable, and we'll be laughing. The lovely people I bought it off gave me the plastic trolley it's on, but I reckon that will melt nicely once the kiln is turned on, so I need to make a base for it. Like that. Moment of truth. Perfect. So these legs, stupidly, For whatever reason, the shape of this lower square rectangle is different from this upper square stroke rectangle, and therefore the angled legs going from one to the other are not simply rotationally symmetrical. What that means is when I cut the angles, they're not all the same. I've 3D printed these little templates. Hopefully they'll fit. Oh dear. Yeah, nice. So what this means is I can very simply run around the angles. These angles are only good if the difference between this corner here and this corner here is 523 millimeters. So I've got a measure between there, and if it's 523, I'm good to go on those cuts. Very cool. Pleased with that. And if you look straight down there, that's at least a lovely flat plane. 7 more. While that's being assembled, I can get all chatty Cathy with you. So I started the channel a couple of years ago to record my progress while I was learning to paint, and also show my mum what I was up to. You know, look what I painted today kind of thing. But it's since evolved into much more than that, and I've branched out into other fun tasks and crafts, and I've met some really awesome people through the channel. I'll take that one. Yay! So I've noticed I've nearly made 100 videos. In fact, I can't believe it, but I think this one will be my 99th video. So I'd like to do something really fun for the 100th. Let me know if you have any requests or ideas in the comments below. I have a few ideas, but I've not started anything yet. Maybe I should try the kiln and do a lost PLA casting. Alright, it's got wheels. I like to put wheels on things. The base is almost done. I just need to spray it and put the little tabs on, assuming that the kiln, when it goes on, the base doesn't destroy the base and destroy the kiln. I'm just going to weld that up and then using some rope, attach that to that beam. And I'm not going to use any, it's not going to be a 2-to-1 pulley or anything. I'm just going to use the car and drive off and hopefully not pull my shed down. That totally could happen, couldn't it? If it can't lift the thing, but it actually pulls the shed. That's a good point. I'll make this, because regardless of whether I do it here or somewhere else, I'm going to need some sort of pulley thing. I'll quickly do this. Woo! That is heavy. Right, this just needs to go to the top. Okay. Here's where the comedy starts. Actually, it's not comedy, this could be terrible. I'm hoping that the car will pull on this and lift this, but not pull the whole thing down. Just make sure it's all being recorded. At the very least, I'll get a couple of £100 for you being framed. Oh, the pulley's failed already. Yeah, the theory was sound, my roof wasn't. I feel better about that. But let's try it once more, very carefully, because we nearly had it. Nice! That worked great. Not quite. Nearly. Nice! It's on! Sort of. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's solid. Oh, it's a brilliant height! I need to straighten it up and then cut some tabs and weld those on so that it's really secure on there. Bloody typical. So I just sprayed it. I left the shelf silver because that's just going to get scratched. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Considering how kind of shoddy it was, spray it black, put some wheels on it, it looks awesome. Keep going! I got it. You can let go of the rope. We just so I could get in. Oh, look at it. Brilliant. So I've ordered some 15 amp, actually I've ordered some 20 amp cable. I've got some 15 amp sockets. The roof survived. Also, this cable is too thick. I'll rewire it with the 20 amp. So it's a bit more flexible. Just brilliant. Well chuffed with that. Good old eBay. That's it. Once I've tidied the workshop, I'll sort of have to try and find a permanent place for it to live. Okay, I'm going to call it a day, I think. It's been on for 3 hours 20. I think this will be the last reading. Oh, it's looking nice and red in there. $7.70. Wow. Yep. $7.70. And $700 for the back wall. Great. Well, that's plenty hot enough for me. So for lasting to the end of this video, here's a little bit of bonus footage for you. So I've got some really awesome projects coming up. Please subscribe to make sure you see them. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications, or you won't get told when I post a new video. So some of these projects are going to require some special metals, so I've had to buy some more in. One of these is tin. Now, I'd never really seen tin in person before, and apart from it being ridiculously expensive, like remortgage the house expensive, it is really very beautiful. It sort of looks like solid mercury. Now this bar is huge, and it's way too big to be usable in its current form, so I need to make it into smaller ingots. Another very cool thing about tin is its very low melting point. It melts at 232 degrees C.
Gosh, look at it! Incredible! Can you see me? Wow! A little bit left, little chunk here. Wow! Look at it! God blimey! It's heavy! Wow! Let's do half. Ugh.
This also means I can use my gauntlets when picking up the pan.
Oh God. Stones in it and everything. What an idiot. Wow! Okay, minor spillage, minor spillage. Now it's a bit smaller. I say a bit smaller. Let's see if we can. That's better.
Please like, please comment, please share the video if you like it. All those things help massively.
God, it's just so pretty. It's like mercury.
Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.